Hello and welcome back. This is PA League. I'm AndreasG. We are live at Twitch, Exodus, the eSports Twitch channel. And this is also going to be on YouTube. I'm excited to have you guys here to show you this game. It's Division 2, it's Round 2, it's Flubb, it's AsZeal. My grapes are gone. I got apple juice. This is going to be exciting. I've jammed out to music. I don't know about you, but I have. Regardless, we are on a new map. This is Overcooked Pizza, the map everybody loves to play but hates to get in reality. When you overcook your pizza and it gets all burned and everything, it's not a pleasant thing, I guess. I would not have that happen to me, hopefully. Okay, anyways, as you do see up in the corner, this is AsZeal versus Flubb. Flubb took the first game. This is AsZeal's chance at redemption. Let's see if we get so. And me personally, I really hope for that, because then we can go into the third game with everything open, and it's just gonna be so exciting. Regardless, let's look at this map. So players spawning here, lava, boats in lava, not a good combination. Trees burns, as you all know, or metal or whatever. We see there's two lanes between the bases here with some metal. It's going to be the major pushes, and then you have the big great backside where you have raiding parties, expansion, and this important side mixes. You can use hover on the sides, everything. Locust is going to be dangerous, hover is going to be dangerous, tanks is going to be dangerous, air is going to be dangerous, and bots are going to be dangerous. Everything is going to be dangerous. So let's take a look here at AsZeal opening bots. Now it's choosing to go for MLA instead. Probably did not like his chances with Legion, swapping now back, opening bot factory over to ear, over to some pigeons, over to some metal, taking advantage of the stitch as we've seen so much before. It's going to reclaim his commander, taking advantage of all that eco. Flubb out with a nice bot here. He's going to try to take out the fabulous of AsZeal, but of course he does react. However, he does neglect some of the early metal build. There's a very nice from Flubb that looks over at his base, opening bot factory 2, going out with the Fabis, doing like AsZeal, doing like it did last game, going out with a stitch and over to the ear. This is mirrored build. Let's rumba. This is going to be exciting this time around. However, AsZeal does not lack ahead as it did in last game. Why is that? It's simply because of this combat fabric. It's giving them a nice amount of metal every second. It's 30 metal to be more frank, at the cost of the commander's health and some energy. If we do see down there, it takes in 400 energy, exactly the same as a PG plant. No, 2/3 of it. Ooh, a nice bombing try from AsZeal. Does not do anything crucial, but it was a good try regardless. Flubb reacting accordingly, microing very nicely. Seems like he got this under control. AsZeal swapping it up. I like this. I really do like this. If you did see the last game, which you obviously should do, if you haven't seen it and you're on YouTube, then go back and watch it before, of course. Very exciting game. If you are on Twitch, you should just take my word for it. AsZeal going too late tier 2 factory last game. This time around, swapping it up, going a very fast tier 2 factory. I'm curious to see how that will pan out. Flubb scouting it right away. Can you ask for more? You're moving in right away, seeing this is a tier 2 factory, this is a bot tier 2 factory, this is a rush tier 2 factory. I have to react accordingly, and let's see if he does react accordingly. Yeah, I guess it does. Expands a lot with his faber. It doesn't even protect them. Some people would call it lazy, others would call it okay, because AsZeal is rushing that tier 2 factory, meaning that he's not going to have a lot of units running around. However, there is a small raiding party here, so let's see if he can clean it up before it deals some damage. Flubb ahead with 20 metal at the moment. It's quite a good metal lead. However, we do know that the tier 2 eco can be crucial, as the metal extractors produce 27 mechs instead of 7. Metal, of course. So none of the players deciding to expand to the far reaches of this map quite yet. We're still in the early game, remember, so I would not be surprised to see that transition follow shortly. Especially I'm thinking about Flubb now, because he already got this faber approaching the backside here, nicely picking out these 6 5 mexes as his. Queuing up a metal storage in the back here. It's a curious choice to build it back here, but I guess you just gotta take it where you have the fab is. Flubb out with 2 vehicle fabbers. I would not be surprised to see a tier 2 tank factory out of him. Seeing that, however, AsZeal. I like this, boys and girls, of course. Let's not include you guys because you're obviously here too. I see you all. Yeah, I do. I really do. Hey, call me. But we do see this locust here, yeah, and here he's going to be taken to use, and if he uses it right, we can see this entire energy line just disappearing. Please, please. Ooh. Let's keep that in the pip, and let's see when it approaches. In the meantime, we do see both parties expanding, but nobody cares because here come the locust, and he goes on the energy line. Oh, that's beautiful. All the energy goes down. Can he reach the other parties too? Come on, come on, come on. 2. Woo! What? What? That's absolutely beautiful. AsZeal, I love you. I love you. Look at Flubb energy now, trying to go tier 2 factory, but it's not going to be up too soon because he's crashing. Trying to make up for it. He did have a metal storage, but not a energy storage. And this is AsZeal's chance. You gotta use this opportunity to just shut Flubb down, expanding out, building up his eco, expanding his production. This is his chance, and he got the advanced fabber out. Finally, he's going to start to build his mexes, and I think we're going to see him running away quite quickly. However, Flubb is getting back in the game. AsZeal himself does not have a lot of energy. However, that locust use was just brilliant. And I talked a lot about the energy, very crucial, but let's face it, he killed 2 air factories and a bot factory too. That is massive. That cripples the ability for Flubb to produce units, and especially in terms of air, is going to give AsZeal long-term a nice advantage now that he got more air factory. And we do already see, I do think this is AsZeal getting the air control. So back to the backside, none of the players expanding too rapidly. AsZeal choosing this tier 2 path. Decides that he want to upgrade his base mexes instead of expanding too far out where the mexes are at greater risk. I like his choice. However, choosing that, you are forced to raid. Obviously, if you don't raid, your opponent will not have to go tier 2 almost, because he would just have so much mexes in terms of map control. Flubb out with some nice bot raids, as you see down in the right corner. But what we also see is more locusts. Oh, if these locusts can be even remotely as good as the last one. 1 mex going down. It's going further. What I hope we see is down here and chew up this advanced vehicle factory. I don't think he's quite at it yet. Flubb is forced to respond though, sending his doxes all the way over. However, now AsZeal out with slammers. Has he scouted the tier 2 factory? Not yet. I think he's going to move this locust up here. Not a bad choice. However, we all saw the tier 2 factory. It's just AsZeal who didn't see it. It's a bit of a shame, but it works. I did think that this would give AsZeal a greater advantage though. But what we actually do see in reality is Flubb actually managing to building himself up again. Now getting his tier 2 advanced vehicle factory. So that's a massive, massive victory for Flubb, managing to pull himself back into the game. Something I almost thought was impossible at the stage with all this pigeons going down. We did see 1 left. I think if AsZeal managed to get that one too, that would possibly have an even greater impact. However, talking about that, even though he's mirrored in terms of economy, what is not even in is the mobile count. These guys, these buds here, I love them. Tier 2 units heading towards river space, no tier 2 stuff in defense. This is going to be exciting. This is going to be insanely exciting. Is Flubb going to be able to find what he needs to defend against this? Got one bomber. He's going to start do work. It's crucial now for AsZeal to do the right air micros things. As these bombers start to do some work, killing some doctors, but down goes the bomber. Another bomber, pick that off to AsZeal. Ooh, it stays alive. It does stay alive. Down it goes though, and here comes the tier 2 slammers. And the second that Flubb is rebuilding, AsZeal is back in the base with tier 2 units. Here comes more bombers. Flubb really going all bombers at this stage, realizing that is all that matters at the moment is to kill this force. 2 levelers heading over to deal with these units. Is it too slow? It's very, very important how these units are micro now. Target them down AsZeal, and it does so. Down goes the levelers. There's nothing left to defend. Is this the end of the game? The question is, can he take down the advanced Faber? That would most certainly be a very, very good thing for AsZeal. We see Flubb's energy down once again, down to 320. Whoa. This is insane. At this point in time, I'm forgetting about the rest of the map because this is all that matters. I think this is over for Flubb. I don't see a way back. He's trying to pull himself back with his energy plant, but is it enough? He's choosing to just raid all the mexes instead of going for the base. It's a good choice, I gotta say, but he could have cleaned it up. Flubb deciding to keep on playing, even though I do think this is over. As yeah, there he goes. He just calls it there. Not much he could have done. Beautiful play from AsZeal. I just love those locusts really being the deciding factor. And you do have to think too though, he did hear what we had to say to him. Go tier 2 earlier. I didn't think about that earlier for tier 2, but come on. It worked out amazingly. Got the locust out there. And what can I say? Let's rewatch it. Of course we want to rewatch it. What else would we do? So let's do this, let's zoom in. And let's enjoy. Let's remove this one too, maybe. So while we see this beautiful, beautiful locust run, let me remind you that this is the best out of 3. Flubb won the first one, AsZeal won the second one beautifully, as we see here with the use of locust and sooner slammers. This goes down to the last game. It's all about the last game. Whoever wins the last game wins the encounter, meaning they will get 1 point in the crucial Division 2 League, PA League. Amazing competitive thing going on here, blasting life into the competitive scene. I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to this last game, so stay with me.